Yeah.
But it's a low 10.
A low 10.
Yeah.
There was no... What was wrong with it?
The Theatre Troupe plotline I still don't care about. I didn't really care much for the Alma subplot. I think they're completely misusing her character.
Okay.
I'm putting it down to a 9.
Oh, okay.
I'm putting it down to a 9 out of 10. I agree with you. Thematically, it's really strong.
Yeah.
But with certain elements, which just aren't.
Yep.
Entertaining. I mean, I like the whole twist of like the Elders Council thing, and ultimately they didn't reach any kind of decision. Oh, I also really like the scene where Dan Doherty is explaining to Figgy.
Oh, yeah, Johnny,
like what the fuck happened, and he can't
comprehend.
He can't quite comprehend what happened. Don't really understand what happened. I really, really like that scene. So it's easily, I think, the best episode of season 3 so far.
Yep.
I know I gave one a 10 out of 10 earlier, but I maybe have to retroactively give it a 9 out of 10.
Yep.
For me, this one's a 9 out of 10.
Yep.
An incredibly strong episode.
Yes.
Top 10 Deadwood.
Okay.
Top 10.
You've actually given 18 10s from season 1 and 2.
Oh my god.
Well, season 2 was all of them apart from 1.
Jesus. I don't remember what scores I gave them, so...
Yeah, I only remember because I've been obviously editing them and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, for me it's just like, I stand by it, but cause I don't want to hate on season 3 because it's still above and away anything else pretty much on TV, but
yeah.
It's not as strong compared to season 1 and 2.
Okay.
It's not as compelling, but I'll get into my reasoning
in the whole season 3 review,
which I'm sure will go on for 2 hours.
Probably, yeah.
A lot to unpack in this season.
There is.
As we've said before, I think this could have been a great connecting season to the last one, or at least the last 2.
Yeah.
Because this would have been the midpoint.
Yeah.
If it had its full run. So if you look at it that way, then I imagine as a middle it would be really, really good.
Yep.
But
now I actually have a theory that I think it's perfect as a 3-season arc because I think that season 1 represents new life for the characters. So everyone comes to Deadwood, reinvents themselves and all that. It's great. Season 2 represents life. There's all the things they have to deal with, like death of someone who is extraneous to that. You've got marriage and becoming part of something bigger. And season 3 represents death. It's like a 3-season cycle.
Yes.
So I think that does work. But obviously when we
in terms of a narrative.
In a narrative, yes, it works season 1, 2, 3. Even though it means that dramatically it doesn't work as well because they were intending a 4th and 5th season.
Yeah.
Like apparently David Milch said to HBO, so we're getting a 4th season. Yeah. And then he was layering stuff in to pay off in season 4. And they were like, yeah, there'll be a season 4. Yeah, that's fine. Layer everything in. And then nothing came of it because obviously there was no season 4. That's
depressing.
It is pretty depressing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could have been a great... Yeah, I think that this would have been seen as something like... I'm trying to think of something like that. Like
the equivalent... Like the... not a strong season, but one that was important.
Yeah.
Like it had to happen kind of thing. I'm trying to think of one.
Well, I think season 4 is like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was going to say Red Dwarf season 2.
Yeah.
Red Dwarf season 2 is... I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a really great season of Red Dwarf. With some slightly weaker elements, but it was an important stepping stone into where they were going in season 3.
Yeah.
So season 1 is miles away from season 3. Season 3 is fucking light years ahead. But season 2 was really important in solidifying the comedic chemistry between them all. There was a season that had to happen.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of some others. Yeah, Sopranos season 4.
I think it's like that. It's so slow and meandering.
Yeah.
Because that's the one where Tony and Carmela get divorced.
I think
sets the whole thing up for the next 3 seasons.
I think people in retrospect and look back at Game of Thrones season 5 like that.
Yeah.
In retrospect, it's a confused, muddling season based on its own merits, but I think when we look back at it in the broad spectrum of Game of Thrones, I think it'll be seen as an important stepping stone season.
Yeah.
But I can comment on that later on.
Yes. But yeah, so Unauthorized Cinnamon then. Any closing thoughts? I love the Doc stuff.
Oh, it was great seeing the Doc again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've missed the Doc.
Yeah. Brad Dourif has been sidelined and he's back in this episode for a brilliant little scene where he's dying and Al throws the swatches at him.
Yeah.
Again, a character confronting his mortality by raging against it rather than taking it quietly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. So lots of great little character moments, great little scenes. And
Again, I think it's great thematically as well.
yeah.
Basically, they come to the realisation that in the face of dying, they're just going to become nicer people.
Yeah.
They're going to print the letter, they're going to honour Pasco, they're not going to become as monstrous as Hearst.
Yeah, but I'm not going to rise up to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he wants.
That's what he wants. Also, it's just like the whole point of it is that they've become such mature. Like you were saying about them all being so like they're so like drawn apart. They're so closed off from each other. I think that I actually have the opposite opinion, that they're at their strongest at this point because they're coming together against the united enemy.
I feel that. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
I feel that they are more closed off.
Yeah.
I feel like we do have our own private lives now, but when the time comes,
Yeah.
they can call upon the old ways of thinking and come together and really crack their heads together.
Yeah.
But like it's not a necessary part of their lives anymore. They have their own little lives to live now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, we don't see all the exciting adventures of Bullock at home with his wife and stuff, or you know, we don't see every nook and cranny of what Charlie was up to.
Yeah.
That's like kind of important because they all have their own lives now,
Yeah.
unlike before.
Yeah.
So I do think they are more closed off and isolated from each other, but when the time comes,
They will come
they
together.
will come together as a big unit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I find this really an odd season because David Milch is someone who you can clearly see loves the idea of these people coming together as a community. But it's very ambiguous in this season about whether that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Which makes it such a weird sort of odd season because I don't understand whether that's David Milch's perspective that people that like these characters should like act towards Hearst or not, which makes it such an odd season. But yeah, brilliant episode.
Great episode. Yeah.
We're only 5 episodes away now from the whole end of Deadwood. The whole end of the caboodle.
I was gonna say because even though I've been critical of season 3, I've still really enjoyed it. It's still great.
Still, I mean, if this wasn't Deadwood, would you give the episodes like 10s? You reckon?
I'm judging it purely based on the quality of the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You know, like and they fumbled a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, to the point where no one else had noticed. But if you're like an arsehole,
Yeah.
and you know, like you've got high standards, then you know, maybe you'd notice. But
Yeah.
my niggles are more to do with me as a fan of the show.
Yeah.
And like thematically and in terms of the technical quality, it's never been stronger.
Yeah.
But as a fan, someone who loves these characters and loves the storylines, I don't feel a lot of the characters have been serviced really well.
I think that is a problem in all of the cast just being too big.
Yeah.
I think it would have. I'm trying to think of because I'm glad they try and bring new people in. But it is at the expense of like an EB plotline or a Merrick plotline.
I would much rather have like more stuff for Trixie, or like more stuff for Alma to do, or like we've had some really great EB scenes in this episode. Our first in a long time.
He was all right in the last one, where he's like, "What do we do, Al? What do we do?" Yeah.
But that was the first one in ages, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I would just say get rid of the theatre troupe.
Yeah, definitely get rid of the theatre troupe.
Don't bother with. Maybe have Brian Cox's character do something else, but because he's a great actor. Also, like I said, I can't decide. I know he's Scottish, but he sounds Irish in this role.
Yeah.
He's like, what you doing down in the theatre troupe? You know what I mean? Like, what line did he say to Al?
It was Al went, "What's going at the theatre troupe?" and he was like, "I know the man's dying."
Another old man is dying. He's in the final stages of his life. It's like he sounds like more Irish and Scottish, even though Brian Cox is Scottish.
Yeah,
it's really weird. I didn't get it.
It was really weird. Yeah. I mean, yeah, again, perfectly enjoyable as well, like season so far. It's just these little bits that detract from the whole.
That's my
Does
thing.
it feel more improvised to you than the other ones, which were all improvised?
No, this one feels more scripted.
That's what I find weird.
This feels more scripted to me.
Well, this one was. They had some problems I read behind set with money and things. Like one of the episodes is entirely set, or pretty much entirely set in a gem because they'd run out of money at that point.
Jesus. the well had finally dried up.
Yeah, and you consider that the money they did have was something like 100 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, they were spending money like no one's business. Yeah. I think this season of television is more like a standard David Milch thing. David Milch is well known for being a writer who services every single scene brilliantly. Like, he's well known for improvising on set, and like literally every single line has to be perfect for him. He'll stop an actor if they get like the punctuation wrong, if they don't emphasise a certain word. but occasionally he'll just make plot lines that go nowhere because he's so focused on that one little thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It didn't happen in the first 2 seasons of Deadwood, but I think this one he's starting to lose, the control of it all a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
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 Also, there's the allegation, John from Cincinnati,
Oh, yeah.
which we'll get to one day when we finish Deadwood. I don't know if we watched the whole show, but he was going to make that in tandem with Deadwood.
Oh, right, okay.
So he was essentially working on 2 shows, both taking up a lot of time. There's a theory that he was getting bored with the show at this point.
Oh.
A lot of this is sort of rumour and conjecture, but no one really knows why it was cancelled. But one of the theories is just that David Milch was getting bored, because he's well known for being he's like that kind of stereotypical artist type you get, where, takes an idea and runs with it. And,
when he gets bored of it, he needs to stop it and move on to the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... Can you feel maybe that he's a little bored with the season, do you think?
I wouldn't say bored.
No.
But I feel like, personally, he's told his big ideas now.
Yeah.
He did his thing in season 2.
Yeah.
And that was where he threw, fucking everything. Just fucking everything about how he felt about life and consumerism and America and, life and death. And he fucking threw everything at the screen. And I feels like, I'm interested in the consumerism part. I'm interested. So I suppose you could say it's more focused.
Yeah.
But I think it's less interesting because of that.
Yes.
But we're giving away
it's not a plot-based show, is it?
We're giving away our discussions for season 3 thing. We need to be saving this.
We save this.
This is gold. Ironically, yeah, but it's the colour.
It's the colour.
It's the colour.
Yeah.
So we'll unpack season 3 when we get to our big roundup of series 3, and I suppose the whole show.
We'll have to do the whole show.
Oh my God.
We have to get all our feelings down.
That's going to be fucking 3 hours long.
Yeah, of course it will.
That's going to take up the whole memory on the camera.
That's true. Just quickly and all, because we were mentioning this was weird. The Guardian ran an article on Deadwood, because now there's rumours that it might come back.
Oh yeah.
Which aren't going to happen.
No,
clearly.
it's not going to happen.
There's no way. Because can you imagine getting this cast back now?
No. Getting Timothy Oliphant away from whatever the fuck he's doing at the moment.
Yeah, well, his show's ending justified. He now lives on a gold throne as one of the most acclaimed TV actors there is. But a lot. I read the comments on it, and there was a vocal minority who said that season 2 was weak and nothing happened, and season 3 was a return to form because it had a more focused plotline.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I would say that of Deadwood fans, there's probably 20% who think season 2 is not bad, but a massive step down from 1, and that 3 is a step up again.
Oh my God.
I don't know why you would think that.
I completely 100% disagree.
I think season 2 is even more exciting. You've got loads of stuff going on. Yeah.
Just William being trampled by a horse, man.
Yeah.
That's the most exciting thing of the whole show.
I know, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But also, this was an important... I kept asking this in season 2 a lot, and you couldn't really see, where do you think season 3 is going?
Yeah.
Because in season 2 it was constantly it could go anywhere. Because every episode changes the dynamic of the season, pretty much.
I think
Yep.
they're going to accept the changes with a quiet dignity.
Okay.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's not going to go the way it would traditionally go, just guns blazing and just kill Hearst.
Yeah.
I mean, Deadwood's smarter than that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go out in a way that we go out with some kind of quiet dignity.
Yep.
We're almost accepting what's coming, but I don't think Hearst is going to be a part of it towards the end.
Yep.
I think maybe he's going to leave.
Yep.
Plus, because I pretty much know what happens as well. So.
Yeah, how do you know what happens?
You told me.
Did I?
He told me Hearst pretty much leaves or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So, I know that happens, so...
Okay.
But I don't know the reasoning.
Okay.
Which is the important thing for me.
Yes.
But
yeah, you can... Hearst's ordered his men now. He's getting 25 more bricks to come around and to kick off in Deadwood. Oh, I love the scene in this episode with... what's his face? The telegraph operator.
Oh, yeah. And he holds hands with Merrick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
It's like we got 2 gay couples in Deadwood.
This is why this episode, I think, is that it's not an episode where much happens. And you're right, it does have problems, but it's so warm and loving. Every single character does something nice to someone else.
That's true, yeah.
Even the great scene where Steve the drunk is even though...
Oh, yeah, that was great. He had a really borderline nice moment with the general.
With the general, yeah.
Yeah. Borderline nice is like, well, I would stab you in the back if you wouldn't stab me in the back. It's like, oh, we've come to a mutual understanding. Yeah. And I think the general is just like, ugh, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that scene.
That was really good. I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of season 3. This episode, it's still a bit of a mess. It's a bit lopsided, but there's so many nice little scenes. And it's so warm. I love the episode.
It's the standout of season 3, I think.
Yeah, easily the standout. It has all the potential of season 3. Like, this is the first one I think where the entire cast has been utilised.
I was gonna say it was nice having the meeting scene where that is like the first time in ages that the whole cast has been like in the same room. Together. It was really nice having that.
Yeah. Also, some of your beloved feminism.
Oh yes.
Do you remember the comment? It's where they're in the it's the horse.
Oh yeah. Well, the horse is saying, well, I guess even if you work in a bank, you can't get a bad seat.
Yeah, even if you're on the bank, if you're a woman, you can't sit at that seat.
Yeah.
It's a nice little moment like there. Like I think one of the things Deadwood does that's great is it constantly comments on itself. Yeah. Like you were saying how clever it was at like you were saying, oh, why is Al talking to this Indian head and found it weird in season 2. Next episode they explain why and he's
like, oh,
I've got to vocalise some thoughts.
Yeah.
But yeah, great episode, best of season 3. Join us next time for the episode Leviathan Smiles.
Ooh.
That's got a cool title.
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts?
That sounds like a Mastodon song title.
Leviathan Smiles.
Leviathan Smiles.
Yeah.